So I came with the idea, just based on the conversations, that idea of Black men and women being killed, historically. There's this racism. And then I said, it's almost like they're targets, always targeted. And that's what happens, right? A cop sees you driving, they look at you and, based on the color of your skin, there's a higher percentage that you will get stopped, right? And or search or harassed and what have you. So that was the starting point to that concept, was that idea of being targets. And then also, I wanted to make a statement about how, young Black men and women also are being targeted, and they're part of this history, right? But also their ancestors, right, were also part of that history. They were also young, and they also lived through this historic racism that's still happening today. And so that was sort of the idea behind that piece. And then I had them draped with the flag, because that's an American issue, right? This racism. And then also the flag sort of melts down into these like blood drips, talking about the horrors of racism and the violence that's involved with it. And these two kids are super innocent looking, right, in the piece, and they're created in sort of the silhouette form. And that was just so they could stand against a Black background. And the idea of the Black background, again, is very, the color, right, is very intentional, because we are talking about Black history, and there shouldn't be any other color out there except for this one, right? And then, and so that was the main idea behind the main image. And then there's bullet holes also in the flag, and those little holes are dripping blood as well, just to sort of hit it over the head, the violence of course, especially gun violence, right, against people of color by police officers. And then it was very important for them to explain what these images meant, right? And the whole idea is that the Wild Black Project is all about, getting harassed and getting, all of these awful things happening to you while you're just doing regular things as a human being, right? As a Black person, going to the store, riding your bike, standing in the street corner. Like, why is that stuff illegal, right? Why would a cop come up to you and harass you because you're just hanging out, right, on the street corner with your friends? And so that was part of that idea behind that concept.